YouTube channel. I'm really excited about today's tutorial, something a little bit different than what I have been doing, but I think you're going to find it hopefully a lot of fun. I'm going to talk about how to create a custom board book to use as a gift album or just an album to enjoy. I am Katie Nelson. I'm known as Katie the Creative Lady, and you can find me at katiethecreativelady.com. I also, on my site, link to my different social media channels if you'd like to follow me there. I am going to dive right into this project. This is a complete album that I will be showing you today, and I'm going to use the Color Stories template set, which is new in my shop. This set comes with 13 layered single page templates. They're in 12 by 12 size. I always like to start as 12 by 12, and then I can print either as 12 by 12 or in smaller sizes. It's always better to size down rather than up, because then you'll keep your good quality, your good print quality. So this is a great little set for creating an entire album, or you can use these pages, separately and put them into your other photo books and album projects. You can see that I have two different options for title pages, or you can change the wording in there and make that just a regular page. Got a couple of grid type collages, and then there is a page for each of these colors, and you'll notice that they coordinate nicely with my Color Stories collections. There's also a full page template that ends up having a border around it and a spot for a big photo. So I want to show you how I use these. I decided to create a color book for my son. Now he's an adult, so this isn't a little kid's board book, but I was practicing so that I could make some for some little kids that I love. And this is, I think he enjoyed it very much, even though he's an adult. So it's a lot of fun. I used some pictures of Lego that I had and just kept the title work the same. I include the font information in the template, so you'll be able to tell what I used, and it is a free font that is okay for commercial use as well. It's called Livic. You can see that I took the templates and filled them with colors for each one. I just took photos from the years, and I'll just show you how they look as finished pages here, and then we'll walk through the album together in a minute. You can see there's from various ages and experiences. And so I just used each one of these templates. I kept my design the same throughout the book, using this on the left, using the big photo page and the color name. And then I used the 4-grid photo template. Now there's the other one too that has more photos if you want to mix it up, or you could have the single page template. You certainly don't have to follow my example here. But you can see this is a great way to pull together photos for a completed project. I used the website. I decided I wanted to make it into a photo album so it could be a standalone gift. And I used the website zno.com, and this was new to me. I had never used this site before. I love printique.com, and I'll put a link to that. They used to be called Adorama Pics, so you might be familiar with them that way. But I decided I wanted to use something a little different that had sturdier pages for a board book type of feeling. And it's hard to find a board book publisher online of a photo book. The ones that I could find, you couldn't customize everything inside. You had to follow their templates. Or the ones where you could customize, you had to print a batch of them. You couldn't just print one. So I was excited to find ZNO, and this is actually a Chinese company, and they did a great job with this. You can read about all the specs that they use. They have a lot of sizes. I went with this 6x6 size, and I chose them because they had a smaller minimum too than a lot of companies have. You could do an album that was only 16 pages, and like I said, they had those really nice thick pages. These are the settings that I used, and now that I have my book in my hands, the next time I do one, I'm going to try the hardcover option because I think I will find that a little sturdier. The paper cover option is just fine, and it turned out really great. But you just may want to have that hardcover, especially if it's going to be for a young child. I chose the square 6x6 size, and I chose luster print with the standard page and a matte texture and the minimum of 16 pages. This is the final detail of my book. Now, this was before any sale or coupon, and the book was $45, and that is actually pretty typical for a small photo book. You'll find that you get a good bargain out of photo books when you can include a lot of pages in them. And this, like I said, has very thick, sturdy pages. Now, I did end up getting a coupon for this. I use Honey, which is like an extension you can put in your browser, and it will search for coupons for you. You can also search Google to find coupons, but I have noticed since I started following this company that they do seem to do a lot of sales, and so just watch for those. Now here is the finished product, and it's kind of fun to walk through it together. I filmed this. You can see it's the small 6x6 size. It is a board book. And when I found, like I mentioned, I did a lot of research trying to find the right company and the right fit for doing this. And I felt like they did a great job. It is a company that is a Chinese company, and my order came from China, but it came in less than 2 weeks, and I didn't, choose rush shipping or anything. Now, I know there's a lot of slowdowns, so you just may want to make sure you allow extra shipping time. So I mentioned that paper cover. You can see that it could have potential to separate from the album cover, but I'm not worried about it. It feels like it's glued on really sturdy, and that's a very normal thing for a book to do when you open the binding. But I probably will try the hardcover next time. I love those luster pages, those sturdy pages, and I think the texture is really nice because when you open it up, well, first of all, there's kind of this nice, really thick cardstock texture for your opening. And then on your photo pages, they feel like photos, but they're very sturdy. As you can see, I went through each color, and when I used the template, I filled the word spaces, the words with my patterned papers, and that made it, sort of gave it some extra character on some of them. And I just went through each color, and the nice thing is, like if you have Google Photos, if you have your photos in Google, you can search by color, and it will really do a great job of sorting them. Even if you don't want to download them all from Google Photos, even if you have them in your files somewhere else, it's great to be able to search that way and to just find by color. There was a lot of photos I hadn't thought about. Like here's one from a Christmas display, and I wouldn't have thought to look for that for purple. And I love these cute throwback pictures. They're so fun. Now, my son, who is 28, really enjoyed looking through this album. And just finishing off with some cute black photos. And that is the book. It's such a cute little gift. It's a great size, perfect for little hands, but also just kind of would be fun to have out as a display. And I'll just flip through these pages a little bit more so you can see. But this was so easy to do. The hardest part of this whole project is just trying to find the photos to use. And even that was a lot of fun. It didn't take me much time at all. This was an album that I put together in an evening, sent away to get printed, and then it arrived in the mail and it's all ready to be a gift if I want, or just to share with my family. So I hope that you'll try this. I think you'll really enjoy this little project. And there's a lot of reasons to try these Color Story templates. Like I said, you can use them individually, but if you're looking for a quick and easy project that's a great gift, really especially for kids, what a fun way to teach them their colors by using pictures of them and the people they love. And it's great to use some of your favorite photos, even if you've already put them in other albums. It's a great way to reuse them and enjoy them in a different setting. And this will inspire you to go color hunting. If you don't have enough photos to fill the pages, take your camera and go out and take pictures of flowers or balloons or scenery, or dress a child up in a cute colored t-shirt and go color hunting and take pictures. And this is such a great feeling because you can complete an entire project. It's done. You don't have to worry about adding to it over the years. This is your color book. If you would like to try some of my designs for free, I would really encourage you to sign up for my free newsletter because I always include a free download every time. And I'll put the sign up link in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it.